top pick, still a trending topic. Daily deposits, spit facts, we don't gossip. It's some real talk, put some knowledge in your noggin. On and off the court, I run it, never see me jogging. They just helped me hone in on my running back skills, and then my dad seen it, was like, yeah, he a running back. And it took off from there.
What age you started playing running back for the first time?
That's
7 years old?
Yeah.
And how was that as far as?
It was, for me, it was like, I was always scared when I was young because I always played with the older kids. So I was just running away from everybody that came to me, you feel me? So it was like, it was easy because I was faster than everybody, but I was always scared. So me being scared helped, was like an advantage to me.
Yeah, for sure. And Rich, what about you? As far as, what was your first Optimist team that you played for?
I played for Scott Lake. That was my first Optimist team. I ain't gonna lie, at first, I ain't really play as much, dude, because back then we was going by weight.
Yeah.
I ain't really get, you feel me, on the field till we started going by age, and I was around like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
We won the Super Bowl when we was 8, and then, you feel me, I wasn't really that good at first, you feel me. I was out there, little fat boy, scared and shit, you feel me. But like, around 9 or 10, that's when I started, you feel me, I was playing D-line. I started getting, you feel me, in that mode for real. I started being more comfortable with the game, so. You feel me? That was at Scott Lake. I stayed there till, 11? After that, I went to the Bucks.
Yeah, and talk about that transition from going to Scott Lake, a program like Scott Lake, to a program like Washington Park Bucks. Because I don't know, whenever I hear Washington Park Bucks, and then especially around the time that you guys was there, y'all was a national program. Y'all was going traveling. Y'all was playing. Nah, for real though. Y'all was.
don't even want to hear that.
Where you was at? Carol City?
Yeah, it must be the second round.
Oh man,
I was sick.
Nah, for real, that Washington Park though, I just remember, watching you guys' videos on YouTube. Y'all just going around traveling, playing these guys from Atlanta, playing these guys from Texas, just going around representing South Florida sports. So talk about as far as playing with those premier athletes that you had on your team, because y'all team was stacked, man.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
It was easier. You know what I'm saying? Having a stat team like that, it was the competition really wasn't. You feel me? But in practice, like when you got that many good guys on the same team, it just make everybody better because everybody got to be on their A game. You feel me? You can't. Ain't no slacking off or ain't no I'ma just chill because I'm better than the next guy. The next guy can potentially take your spot. So it's like it make you work harder when you playing with top guys.
Yeah. Like everybody, like you said, everybody was a top guy. Everybody, you couldn't slack. When the first moment you slacking, Coach Coon, hey, get out of there.
Yeah, man.
You feel me?
And then the coaching style we had too, they was really preparing us for high school.
Yeah, it was really
they weren't
like a high
preparing us
school
to go to
program.
JV. They was preparing us to be varsity players. So the way we ran our program was like a high school team. It wasn't no like kiddie stuff. We was on the high school level.
Yeah, and tell me I want you guys to just name some guys that was on you guys' team back then at that time. Who were some guys that you played with?
We had
Tiger,
Santana,
Lamar,
Luke,
yes, sir.
Marvin,
Yes,
D'Angelo Pons.
Yeah.
Shit, we had some guys.
Yeah, Vaughn. He was like four-star top linebacker in the NBA.
Yeah, he the number one linebacker in the nation for 2023. Yeah.
Dang, boy, y'all definitely was stacked, man. I just remember watching y'all, and I remember seeing that y'all had an embarrassment of riches. Like, y'all could take a running back out and the next running back. Like, was you starting at that point?
Nah.
What number you was in the backfield? Like, what?
Second.
You was the second back?
Yeah.
Who was starting?
Newt.
Okay, Newt was like, he was that guy.
Tell you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Shout out to Newt.
Newt was that guy for real.
And it made it better for me because like coming from Scott Lake, being a top guy on my team, then having to come and like learn that.
On the pod.
Like that was something that prepared that. Like that's something I can say that prepared me for high school. Like, I wasn't coming in as low. I'm this guy. I need to start. I was already humble. Like my 13 years. So it was like I came in to Carol City on some. Well, it's time to work. Just because of that 13 year. Like that's something I took from Coon. I said this in another interview. Like that prepared me for high school right there.
Yep. Competition, not running away from competition.
Yes, sir.
Not transferring because you got to, I can't compete over here. But as far as transferring, I want to get into that also. Like you started at Carol City. You was out there with Coach Roy and them guys as a freshman playing kick return, kickoff, special teams.
Yes, sir.
Not really seeing the field like that on offense. And then you come over to Miami, New Orleans. Coach Roy come over from Carol City. He comes over that spring and he leaves that spring and goes to Chaminade also. And it's like, at that point, I remember being like, damn, Javin came with Coach Rose, so that boy might be leaving with Coach Rose.
The way I ain't gonna lie, cause again, I'm gonna keep it 100. I didn't want to come to New Orleans.
Yeah.
So I was trying to find, like, my dad, he was the reason I came to New Orleans. So I was
Coach
trying
Jeff, shout out Coach
yeah,
Jeff.
sir, shout out Pop. You feel me? But so when I came over here, I was trying to find any excuse to leave. So when Coach Rowe left and Coach Joe left with him, I was like, yo, like, hey, Daddy, we gone. What we still here for?
You wanted to go to Chaminade or just?
I just wanted to leave New Orleans.
Yeah.
I didn't care where I went. I just really ain't see a future at New Orleans. And it's crazy how things turn out. You feel me?
Yeah. And I just remember being at New Orleans that spring, just you coming in, you guys like Zay, that was my first year coaching. So your first year at New Orleans was my first year coaching high school football.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, no, that was fact. So it's like when y'all coming in and I'm seeing you, Zay, and these guys like competing, JayRxch, Speedy, all them guys, like, man, this dude Javin, he in the 10th grade, but the way he run his sprints, the way he practicing, you can see that he a little bit different than what we got on the team. So it's like the fact that Rowe was gonna leave, I'm like, man, I don't know how the rest of the coaches felt, but I was terrified. I'm like, man, Javin leave, bro, man, God, leave, bro, we gotta start over, dog. But no, the fact that you stayed and you stuck it out, I mean, I feel like that said a lot more about your character.
And I was just telling them boys about my loyalty in general, like even with college and stuff, we ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? But like, I wasn't really locked in because I didn't want to be there. But once I was locked in with Norland, I'm locked in.
Locked
really
in.
too much you could say to get
And
me
I
out
wanted
of
to
that.
talk about that too, because I remember at your sophomore year, Miami Central coaches used to come 10 deep to every single game to, you know, in a way just implement in the back of their mind, hey, we here, man. Hey, if you want to come to Central next year, hey, man, we want you. You feel me?
It was like after my 10th grade year, I'd say like probably January of my 10th grade year. It was nonstop. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know how they getting my number.
Yeah.
You feel me? It just, every other day is a new coach. Hey, we want you here. We seen your film. We gonna make you the next grade back. And I'm like, shit, I'm good, family. Like, if y'all feel like y'all can convince me, then y'all gotta convince my old boy though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
That's really what it comes down to.
Y'all know that wasn't happening.
Nah. Jeff is one of the most stubborn guys I've ever been around. A good stubborn though. I love you, Jeff. Rich, I want to get on you, man. Just to talk to me about as far as you played high school football as well, but it was a point in time where you was like, man, high school football, this just is not for me. I don't see myself going down that path, and I want to do something that I'm passionate about, something that I can wake up, you know, happy about doing every single day. So, and that was you switching from playing football to rapping. So tell me about making that transition and how you was able to do that.
I ain't gonna lie, when I came in like playing football, that shit really different. Like, it's more of a like from than optimist, that shit more of a business. But then it's like, you feel me? Football is always something I always wanted to do. But then at the same time, it's like the reality hit me.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like, for example, last spring I was playing ball still with Northern. You feel me? But then it was them times where college coaches would come out.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? I was still a starting center. You feel me? But it was the center behind me, 6'6", 400 pounds.
Measurables.
Shit, I'm 5'7", 280. Like,
Yeah.
you feel me? It ain't much I could do about that. So it was like colleges wasn't really looking for me. So it was like at that point, it's what I'm really doing this for. You feel me? And it ain't even fun like it used to be. You feel me? So it was like I had to face that reality. Like, you feel me? I ain't going to college from this. I might as well do something else.
And I know that was a hard decision because the guys
Yeah.
at Nolan was like your brothers in a way.
Yeah,
like
them was my guys for real. Like,
so
playing with Dev, Juice, Sap, them my guys for real. So it was like, me even saying I don't even want to play ball that year, it's like that shit was hurting for real.
it was like you feel like you kind of taking away bonding time from the guys
Exactly.
that we doing practice, and I get that, but that takes a strong person to feel like, hey man, I need to separate myself because I need to do something that I know that I could excel in and something that I'm passionate about. So I definitely, you feel me? I definitely want to commend you on that. Like, that takes a strong person, a leader, somebody that's convinced on what they want to do, and like, you feel me? Like, you keep it up, stay at it, man. It's bound to happen. You feel me?
Yeah.
You already know you got our support. So I want to talk about as far as you jumping on your first song. When did you make your first song?
I'm gonna be real. My first song, I was like in the 8th grade.
8th grade.
I was like the 8th grade.
I was
My
rapping
first
back
song,
then.
shit. I made my first song with Juice, 3K. Shout out 3K.
Juice.
But yeah, you feel me? We hopped in the studio. We made our little first song, and I ain't gonna lie, like looking back on it, shit. At that point, we should have stayed out the studio. But no, I was going to. I was still in middle school. I was going to Slam, and I ain't gonna lie, Slam whole bunch of, you feel me, Chicos out there. Them boys bumping my song everywhere in the hallway. So I'm like, them boys fucking with me.
Nah,
you feel
yeah.
me? Then they used to be me and my dogs at the lunch table, beating on the table, making beats, rapping in lunch, and crowds used to just crowd around me. You feel me? And they used to just hit me rap. So like at that point, it was like, shit, them boys fucking with me for real.
Yeah.
But I ain't even really take it serious then. I really started taking it serious like 10th grade. Yeah, around like 10th grade, 11th grade. I dropped my first album, No Kizzy. And I had that song that really put me out there, Gangsta Party. Them boys was playing it at every party. Them boys, everybody know Gangsta Party.
Nah, for sure. I remember I seen you perform that at an event somewhere. Man, they were going crazy. I was like, "Yeah, my boy Rich, yes sir." You feel me?
So yeah, after Gangsta Party, that shit was a real staple. So it was like, damn, I could really do this shit for
Nah,
real.
for sure. That's for sure. That's for sure. And Javin, I wanna get it and switch it back to you real quick. I just wanna talk to you about making that transition from optimist to high school. I know you said yo coach Coon made it a little easier for you guys, prepared you guys for it, but I just want to talk about making that transition from playing on the optimist level and the speed, the practice that you, everything as far as what you had to do differently from optimist to high school, and as far as the similarities and differences that you've seen.
For first, coming from optimist to high school, everything was way more intense. Everything was like, you know what I'm saying? And the way Coach Coon had his practice, it was kind of like that. So that was kind of similar. It helped me transition into high school, but it was like that, but on a whole nother level. So I was prepared, but I wasn't as fully prepared as I thought I was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I started early. Like, I didn't come in the summer like a lot of guys did. We started early. I came in probably the next month after Optimus ended. So it was like that December. I was there February.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So it's like for me, it was easier because I seen my body transform, and I seen my body I seen myself getting stronger. I'm getting faster. I seen that from February to the summer. I seen my whole body change just from those few months. So transitioning in, it was a little easier because I started early, but it was on everything was more intense. The weight room, the conditioning, learning the plays, being on time. You late, punishment. You know what I'm saying? It was all those little things that helped me. That made it a little harder for me to transition, but those were the differences.
And as far as going to your 9th grade year, you like we said, you played a lot in Optimist, but coming into your freshman year, you didn't play on offense as much as you were used to. So you was a special teams guy.
Right.
Talk to me about that, like going through that year of not being on the field, but still having to give your all on special teams, kickoff, kick return.
At first, the way things were like, the way I thought it was gonna be in the summer, it was like, okay, so I'm a hard worker. I work hard.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
the way I was looking at it, it was like, if I keep working hard, something gonna happen. If I keep working hard, I'm gonna get in somewhere on offense. You know what I'm saying? So I was looking at it like, okay, and then I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say no name, but it was like after practice every day, coach would be like, hey, you don't practice, you don't play. So I'm like, well, shit, I ain't missing no practice. I don't care if I'm hurt. I'm not missing no practice. So I'm like, if I keep doing that, I'm gonna get on the field. So going from that's how I got on special teams. It was like, so I'm gonna get on scout team.
Yeah.
And the running backs we had, they ain't want to get on scout team.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm gonna get on scout team. I'm in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm getting on scout team, and that's how I got kick return. I'm cutting up on the first team, and coach like, you can catch kick returns? Well, hell yeah. You need me to? You need me to? Like, yeah, I can learn how to catch them. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I got on kick return. And I was like, okay, I'm on kick return. What else I need to do? You know how to tackle? Yeah. Now you on punt team. I'm on the field now. I'm on the field. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm on punt team. I'm like, okay, I just keep working. I'm a Nas, like, it's only one place for me to go now. You know what I'm saying? I done did, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So third time's a charm, hopefully. And it wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? So
He said it wasn't.
and I got discouraged because it's like, okay, I just did all that, and shit, and then there was certain games where we weren't really. The only thing I was doing was punting because, you know what I'm saying, we weren't really scoring or the game was close, so I wasn't getting kick returns.
Yeah.
Or if we was getting blown out, which wasn't a lot, I wasn't getting kicked the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was discouraging. It got discouraging to where, like, my work ethic slowed a little bit to where, like, I'm not getting in on scout team. When I'm finna get on scout team, fine. I'm not getting in the game.
Yeah.
When I'm finna run it, because we had quarters, so after every certain amount of drills, we had to run a lap full speed around the field, like one lap.
Dang.
Full speed. The defense on one end, the offense on one end. If you get caught, shit, they gonna cut you out or something. So it was like, I'm in the back with the defense. The defense catching me now. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not getting in the game. What I'm doing all this for? I'm not finna buzz myself to not get kick returns or to go run down and not tackle somebody.
That's why I say this shit was humbling too, even with me start playing ball, because it's like I'm out here working my ass off every summer. We out here from 12 o'clock, you feel me, to 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, you feel me, doing all that. And it's like, I ain't going nowhere with this shit. So it's like, colleges coming out here, they looking at everybody else except me, and I'm working my ass off. So it's like damn, like, you feel me?
I feel that. I definitely feel that.
My work ethic is like, it was a humbling, and I got discouraged real bad, like, to where it was like, I ain't care.
So talk to me about that first year at Norland, because I met you guys when you guys got to Norland. So I had I didn't really know too much about high school football before I got into it. So when I got down here and I seen you guys and I actually laid eyes on you guys, I couldn't tell that your motivation or anything wavered, because the Javin that I seen was like determined. Like, I'm here to prove myself. Like, y'all boys, this finna be my backfield, and y'all finna be my backup running backs. Whoever here play running back. Like, that's just the vibe I got.
So when I first got here, it was like, okay, I ain't like, cause I was working out with Norland before I even transferred. Like, and the only reason I was doing that is because, like, my dad was trying to get me. Like, Ro was calling my dad, Grady was calling my dad, and he was trying to get me here. So, like, I'll be running track for I was running track for Carol City. And my daddy be like, you want to go to Norland? And I'd be like, yeah, just so I can get out of track practice. I ain't have to go to track practice. So I'll go over there and, like, do some drills or work out with the team just to get out of track practice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to, and he took it as me being interested in Norland when it wasn't that. I just didn't want to run track practice. So when I finally transferred in, and it's like, well, shit, I'm here. Like, I might as well give it 100. Yeah. And then it's like, okay, I'm here. I was here for 4 days. COVID hit. Boom, everything shut down. And I was going through a lot at the time, and I got discouraged again. Yeah. But then my homie Speedy, shout out Speedy, he was the one that got me out my slump. Like, so when we started working it towards, like, so by the time we came back that September, when we came back that September, I wasn't discouraged. I was fully motivated, and I came in and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and then talk about that as far as you coming into Norland as a 10th grader. And it's like, I don't know if Ro told you that year was supposed to be like your breakout year, but I remember he kept saying it out loud, like, Javin, you came here to take over and for this to be your backfield.
That's another thing. Before my 9th grade year, I started one game against Chaminade. It was against Chaminade. I started one game, and I was like the running back that was there, Jeter he was hurt that game, and all the other running backs, this was the time I was really busting my ass. Yeah. So we in practice, and Ro like, man, fuck it. These niggas don't want to practice. Javin, hop in. You starting. Mind you, I'm on the sideline like, well, me? Shit, let's go then. So that week come, I ain't do good. Like it was like I got 2 drives. The first drive, I ain't get the ball. The second drive, I was so antsy that we running pulling plays, and I'm beating the pull into the hole. Yeah, so I'm like, I'm not scared, but I'm just, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So after that, that's when it like, shit, my name ain't get called. It was like, okay, I'm out of here. Like,
you were shorty. Just show that you weren't mature enough right then and there.
So when I came back my 10th grade year, Ro was saying the same thing, like, okay. Because before that game, my 9th grade year, he was like, this your debut. Yeah. So he kept saying that too, like, you got another debut, motherfucker. Like, if you mess this up, I can't really help you. And then it came out like, we played Carol City, my first game, and it was like, shit, I don't know if I really got it. Like, I don't know, this is my first game, really, like, this really my backfield type thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, y'all started that game, this really my backfield. Like, I'm the starting running back. Yeah. I came out and went crazy, so it was like, Ro believed in it, and Ro pushed for it because he could have went and got anybody else to come to Norland with. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So it was like, he believed in that, so he definitely, like, thought that was gonna be my breakout year for sure.
100%. He definitely put you in that position. He spoke it into existence. Yeah. He kind of seen it, and just, I mean, that just goes to show you that you never know who's watching you and like what you're doing, who's looking at it, because he's seen all those attributes from you on kick return. You know, he always, that's something I will always say, man. Javin, I knew for a fact when nobody else going on kick return, but Javin, I want that 9th grader. You feel me? It was just like, from that you show qualities of being a every down back, and he's seen somebody that I could take from this program and go to this program with, and I could give him the show.
But it was definitely like being the starting running back. It was like it was a great feeling, because like it was a good feeling, but it was like weird because the first team we played was Carol City, so I just was like, all my dog, he was over there at the time. He wasn't even at Northern yet.
Yeah.
So it was like all my homies was
I
over
got a
there.
pancake that game too.
Well, like, yeah, all my dogs over there. So I was nervous that game because I just like shit. And then I wasn't confident in myself. I wasn't confident in myself or the team.
Yeah.
So going into that game, I wasn't really. So I could call speed right now. We used to be running because we used to go work out, and we would go hit the trail, like the 3-mile trail. Like while we walking over there, like, oh, it suck. And I'd be like, shit, you ain't lying, bro. I don't want to be here, bro. Like, I promise you, I did not want to be here. But after Carol City and we won.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you couldn't tell me nothing about no.
Nah.
I swear to God, you
In
couldn't tell me
Carol
about
City, that first year, I think that's when you did the 2 jump cuts.
Yeah.
Bro, that
I ain't
was a
gonna lie.
classic.
I ain't gonna lie. I was on the sideline and I could not believe he did that shit. I was like,
And
what
mind
the
you, a lot of
fuck?
people didn't even know, like, they didn't know that was me because I wasn't, like, really the Instagram type. I had a spam,
Yeah.
but I ain't really have no main page.
Yeah.
Or, like, y'all got number 7. It wasn't even, I
Nobody
ain't even post
knew.
that. I ain't even post that I had the number. I was just out there.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even noticed that was you at first, but it was like, it was at a point in time and I seen you running. I was like, yeah, that's Javin. I said, yeah, that's Javin. I've been playing with him for too long. That was
Yeah,
Javin.
so, I mean, talk to me about how that game felt, though. Like you said, that was your arrive game. All the work I put in from Cares, from Optimist and everything, it's just like, this was the time for me to show Miami-Dade County that I'm here now. Javin, y'all got to deal with me for 3 more years.
It was a sigh of relief because I'm not going to lie. When my old boy pulled me from Carol City, I ain't talked to that boy since then. Like, I just ain't messed with how he did it. So we weren't even cool until after that game. I ain't talking to him after that game, but it was like a sigh of relief because the first time we really spoke was before the game. He was like, look, I know we ain't on talking terms right now, but all eyes on you. Like,
That's real.
Everybody-
That was real.
everybody
real,
talking about
yeah.
mind you, and I'm like, bro, this nigga talking bullshit right now. But he was like, everybody watching you and Amari. Like, that's the only people, that's all people talk about right now. So that game, it was like, again, it was like, I'm anxious. The first drive, Berg didn't even give me the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm on the field, and I'm like, well, shit, nigga, give me the ball. The first drive go by, I ain't get the ball. They second drive, they score. Now I'm like, oh, snap. What I'm going to do? I come out and I break for 60. And after that, I just settled. Like, I got all the butterflies out, and I just started gaming. Like,
That's really what it be.
I started doing all type of stuff. Like, I was just comfortable. I felt like myself. So after the game, it was just, or during the game, it was just like I wasn't nervous. I wasn't think about making the wrong cut or fumbling the ball or missing the hole. I was just being myself. And that's a lot of things. That's something a lot of people don't do. Like, on the field, they worry about messing up too much.
100%.
They mess up when you think about it too much. You mess up, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So when I get comfortable, or when I got comfortable in that game, it was just like, y'all seen what happened in that game. Like,
So, boy. And
like, it was that type of thing.
then for Norland, like that's our Century versus was. Norland versus Carol City,
Yeah.
that's the rivalry. You know, we separated by a couple of lights. So it's like we want to beat them every time we play them. They want to beat us every time they play us. So it's like for you to, and then we get a trophy. Whoever won the game get a trophy. So it's like
Yeah.
we take a lot of pride in that game. So it's like for you to come at Norland and to do that, your first game is like you are building your legend, the legend of Javin from the first game. So it's like that was just crazy for real, man. I'm telling you, when you did them 2 jump cuts, I'm like, oh yeah, he here now, Buff. He here now, Buff. Yes, sir. But hey, Rick, I want to bring it to you, Derrick, man. I remember you coming at Norland. You was at Norland for a whole season. You had to sit out because you was hurt. And then you came back that next season. You know, it was just you was around the team a lot. Just you was always the jokester. I would say this man would joke on Coach Berg from Coach Berg down to the sorriest player on the team, and he never stopped.
Nah, no count though.
He never stopped.
And you still like that.
And it's like, you know, for him, it was like, I wanted to see him on the field because it's like, man, this man talked so much. I want to see what he could do. But once
that's
he
how
put on,
everybody
once he put on that gear and he started to, you feel me, show me what we got, it's like, yeah, boy, we got us one with him, boy. He can talk all he want, but you feel me? So I
He
just
gonna
want
back that shit out every time.
talk to me about that year, you feel me, that you couldn't play, but you still was around the team, and then, you know, everything that you had to do to get right to play for that last year.
It was just discouraging at first.
Mhm.
Said everybody playing, I couldn't play. I was low-key hot.
Yeah, I'm already knowing.
Finally, when I got on the with Kiwi again came.
Oh God.
Well, keep your game. The one we went up there and we played a couple of jobs and it rained out.
Yeah, That wasn't it.
That's crazy.
That was my wake up.
That was the wake up game because
Pretty ain't talked for a week.
that was our spring game. But we didn't really get to play. We only got to play like 2 or 3 drives. They canceled it because of rain.
That was enough to see what Coach Bird had to say.
We ain't gonna say
Film
what
was
Bird
crazy.
said. We ain't gonna say what Bird said.
Yeah,
They got crazy though.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I want you to, just talk to me about as far as, I know it was tough just to, like you said, you was hot that you couldn't play. But once you finally got an opportunity to get on that field, to practice with your brothers, to play in a game with your brothers, it was just like we seen it different. So it's like, I just want you to tell us, just walk us through that. Like how was that mentally to be able to say, all right, it's time to lock in now. Them boys been waiting on me. Like I talk a lot, I gotta back it up now. You feel me?
Facts.
Talk to me.
It was definitely you. Saying you had to see what I was about.
No, for sure. And then talk to us about O-line coach. Give some credit to Coach Poole.
Shout
man.
out to Coach Poole.
Shout out to Coach
Told me to shout him out.
Great guy.
Coach Montreal, Coach Poole.
Yeah.
Yes,
He
sir.
coached hard, but he definitely love you.
Yes, sir.
Oh God.
Definitely love you.
And Coach Bird, man, I want y'all to give some love to Coach Bird, man. Just tell
Coach
me,
Bird.
tell me
My
what
guy.
what has Coach Bird been able to, tell me some things that you feel like ways that he helped you guys as far as why y'all been in school. Because I know as a person, Coach Bird this show wouldn't be this show without Coach Bird because he gave me that opportunity to come, that credibility so I could come coach at Norland, and from there, now, I'm where I'm at. So it's like, I'll always have the utmost respect, the most love for Coach Bird, so I'm like, as far as what he did for me, I know, but I want to know about you guys as players.
Mind you, when I first came, it was like, because before I came, I had a little relationship with Coach Bird because when I was a 7th grader going to the 8th, I was working out with Northern.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was working out with the varsity team, so I was in the summer practices and all that. So we kind of had a little relationship. It wasn't nothing crazy, but when I got here, he just embraced me, like, and he always kept it real. Like Coach Rose said, Coach Rose had a lot of expectations for me, but Bird was like, "Look, man, like we putting you in a spot to be great.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you do with it, that's what you do with it. Like I ain't finna tell you, we finna give you this and give you that. This what it is. This the team. What you gonna do with it? And it's that a lot of like it don't sound good, but a lot of coaches don't do that. A lot of coaches try to give you all the glitter and gold, and there's nothing behind it. You know what I'm saying? They try to give you all the goods and no bads. He gave me everything that was true. So it's like he was the realest coach I've ever been around for sure.
100%.
I ain't gonna lie. My 10th grade year when I was still at Carol City, I ain't play like that. You feel me? I ain't play. I was probably one of the only, like, out of all my dogs, Speedy, Javin, you feel me? All them boys, they on the field, and it was discouraging because I ain't played. Like, I was not getting there. I had them a 60. I was on the, you feel me? Under the pine. But then, when I had made the transition to Norland, Coach Berg automatically showed me love. He was like, I told him, you feel me, my story or whatever, how I ain't get a chance to, you feel me, even show my talent. He was like, listen, Montreal been talking about you. You feel me? All them boys been talking about you. You need to show us what you could do. Like, you feel me? He put me to the side like, yo, this your opportunity. Them boys ain't give you no opportunity. This your opportunity right here. You just need to show me what you about. You feel me? So I thought, you feel me, got out there, started showing what I was about for real. He fell in love with me too because he was like, yo, you my center now.
Yeah.
You feel me? Then Dion, shout out to Dion. I ain't gonna lie. Dion helped me out too because it was practices. I was out there fucking up snaps. Because mind you, that was my first time starting too.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, people really don't know this, but like when I got to high school, I wasn't playing center. I started playing center my 10th grade year for real. So it's like, you feel me? Dion like, yo, listen, you got this shit, man. You get all the nervous shit out, you feel me? Like he was talking to me, whatever, and that shit turned me up too. And then you have people like Coach Montreal. Coach Montreal was in my ear every day.
Yes, sir.
Every
Coach
day,
Montreal.
you feel me? He on my phone every day after practice. You feel me? Talking to me, letting me know what I got to get better at. But then Berg is just like, Berg gonna keep it 100 with you every time. When I be practicing shitty, he'll be like, hey, boss, that shit looking shitty over there. And you can't do nothing but respect that coming from Coach Berg. What? The film sessions, he gonna give it to you.
Film sessions ain't nothing worse. If you've been at Norland, everybody know what I'm talking about. When it come to halftime at Miami, listen.
Hey.
Listen.
I ain't gonna lie, the craziest halftime Edison game. Jesus.
Nah, he went on there.
Everybody got it.
Players.
I think it was Booker T.
Not
He gave Javen the business.
I ain't gonna lie, talking on that, it was crazy because, like, since I've been here, I never had that Bird cussing me out like ever. Like it was like I ain't never really have no reason because like I never really did nothing. But that was just a bad day for me.
Yeah.
That was a bad day.
Man,
for me.
one thing about it, once you get on Bird bad side and he got something on it, boy, listen, he gonna get it out. He's not gonna keep what he has in his head. Like if he thinking about something, he gonna remember it at halftime and
with that, it was
every
like,
time.
It was think he forgot.
Nah, and that's crazy because it's so true. Because earlier in the game, well, not early in the game, earlier that day before the game, I had came to meet like. We usually had meetings like at 2:45. We got meetings. Yeah. But I was in the car, and they changed it to 2:30, and I ain't know. So I was chilling in the car, and I happened to like I'm like okay, it's 2:45. Let me walk to the locker room, and I happened to check my phone as I got in the locker room. I see missed calls from Coach Quay, Coach Bird. Oh, I'm like, damn, what the hell they calling me about? So I get in there. As soon as I'm looking at the missed call, I see Coach Bird. He like, hey man. The hell niggas chasing you down for? Like why people gotta blow your phone up? I'm like, I ain't know. You done miss meetings? Hey, everybody, if we lose the game, it's gonna be a problem. So I'm like, yo, y'all boys, we can't lose because he gonna blame it on me. I'm like, we can't lose because he gonna blame it on me. Halftime, we down like 27-2. The first thing, not even the first thing, he go cuss everybody out of nowhere. He come to me. Javin, wanna be late to
that boy. You know he not gonna forget, man.
Javin wanna be late to the meetings. Like, come on, bro. How you remember that out of everything?
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But he remember a lot of stuff though. Like, he don't mess off.
Yeah, definitely, man. Shout out Coach Bird, man. But I mean, switching topics real quick, I wanna talk about something as far as perseverance. So we all been through things. For myself, you know, growing up was tough for me and my brothers. Like my mom raised by a single mom, she raised me and my brothers. So it's like everything was just tough. So my life, I feel like, was a story of perseverance. But for yourself, I know you went through something as far as you was involved into a car accident. A lot of people don't know. Like you was involved into a car accident right before your senior year, and the timetable that the doctors gave you to heal, it was almost like you weren't really supposed to play your senior year. Like they told you that you wasn't gonna be able to make it.
Knew I was sick.
I remember that was probably one of the scariest moments of my life, bro. I swear to God.
No, and I remember pulling up to your crib because I had to come get a walking boot from you, and then me and you was talking about just your recovery process.
I super forgot about that. You definitely did come.
Yeah, I remember that. We pulled up on you. You was at the crib. Oh Lord, like, hey, Javin was good. We sat outside and we talked for about 30, 45 minutes just about everything, about how your recovery process, your mental, everything. And it was just like, it was crazy to see, you know, how much faith you had that you was gonna come back and play. And I'm like, this man sound crazy. I left the house like, he ain't playing this shit. I don't know what he talking about, man. But it was like,
and I got that from my dad because after the car accident, and I could say it now, shit, my recruiting over. Yeah. I had surgery, and the surgery I had wasn't no like small surgery. My timetable was 6 or 7 months to a year before I could be fully back to myself. That's what they told me. Like, shit. So when I got back from the hospital, I was depressed as hell for like 2-3 days. That's the longest my dad, like, he let me get it all out for 2-3 days, and then it was like, cause mind you, I couldn't even walk. Yeah. I couldn't walk by myself. I had to use a walker, so that was discouraging in itself. And then shout out to Coach Chuck, but he always had this phrase, minor setback for a major comeback. I learned that from him. Yeah. Like, even my 11th grade year, first game, this is after my breakout year. First kickoff class that I go and break my shoulder. Yeah, I remember. So it's like, and he used to call me, hey, minor setback for a major comeback, Jack. Yep. You got it. Like, and I stuck with that. But then after the car accident, it was like, shit, why I have to keep coming back? Like, I'm tired of having to make comebacks. Like, nigga, why ain't nobody else making no comebacks but me? Yeah. So I was out of it for like a good 2-3 days, and I was in my room. I wasn't talking to nobody, and then my old boy was like, all right, bro, you got to start walking. Like, nigga, what the hell you mean walking, bro? And he'll take me outside, and like he'll walk with me down the block with the walker until like days went by. Now I'm getting a little better till I was fully walking up and down the sidewalk. Mind you, they told me I wasn't gonna be walking within 8 weeks.
You weren't supposed to be walking.
I wasn't supposed to be walking for 2 months. I was walking in 3 weeks. Like with no walker, no help. I was just.
That's crazy. That's God though.
Yeah.
And as far as I remember hearing a story from Chuck, he telling me exactly what happened and finding out how close, you know, everything was. Like God had His hands on you. You know that. Like we talked about that all the time. Like you know, anything slight would have went left when it went right, we probably wouldn't have had you here today. So it's like,
and yeah, for sure. If anything, if my car would have went right, probably like a foot, I wouldn't be sitting right here right now. Like a cool, not even a foot, probably like 6 inches, I would have been out of there. You know what I'm saying? So it's the way, even if you look at the pictures, the way everything was just curved around me, is like, you know, something was watching over me.
yeah. So I mean, for people that don't know, we kind of got to paint this picture as how the car, how it was. Like when you crash, the whole passenger side of the car
was in. So it's like you got the driver's seat, you got the passenger seat, and then of course you got the back seat. From the middle console to the passenger seat, all that was caved in. So it's like the engine was right next to me. That's how I got the burns on my side. The engine was burning me type shit. You feel me? So like everything was caved in. So it's like everything missed me by a few inches. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the whole front of the car gone, the everything gone except for where I was sitting at.
I ain't gonna lie, that whole day was like the scariest day of my life, because it's like, mind you, Javin, I ain't gonna lie, Javin always got to school late.
Yeah.
So you feel me? He always got to school at the same.
Hey, coach, if you watching that, man, I'm always on time.
He will always walk through the door.
Yes, sir.
Right.
He will always walk through the door at a specific time. You feel me? So everybody chilling. You feel me? Where Javin at? He about to walk in right now. He ain't come. So now I was like, man, what the fuck my guy at? I'm texting him. Messages going green. Like, what the fuck my guy at?
Yeah.
I get a call from his dad. His dad called me. Oh, Jay, what's good, coach? You feel me? Damn, I ain't heard from Javin this morning. You dropped him off? He was like, nah, Javin was in the car accident. I'm like, what? Like, you feel me? I'm like, what you talking about, coach? Let me talk to him. He showed me him on FaceTime, and he just like, I ain't gonna lie, that. Just think about that. Just think about it.
Ugly as hell.
Nah, your face was beat up, bro.
Coach, like,
I didn't think that he was gonna
lip
go
was
back.
gone. It's like,
I thought you were gonna be done.
I ain't gonna,
No more.
I ain't gonna lie, I was sick, coach. I was sick. I ain't gonna fly. Like, I started crying, like,
Nah, for
bro.
sure.
That was literally like, and I've been through some lows in my life. That was the lowest point in my life, because it's like I had so much like stuff planned.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had like
You had-
with college, like visits, like that whole month of April, I was not supposed to be in Miami.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be traveling, and it's like it's hard to tell coach, because at the time it's like I couldn't tell people like what my situation
for
was.
sure.
I couldn't be like,
You
I had
don't want to
surgery.
lose out on your recruiting.
So it was like, okay, well, you good from the car accident? Yeah, but I got this cut on my leg, you know what I'm saying? Da-da-da-da. All right, well, you think you be able to make it? Mind you, nah, coach, I can't make it. Like, nah, I'm canceling. Like, mind you, I ain't.
You don't want
I
to be
had a
seen
lot
like
of
that.
I had a lot of financial help from others and stuff to get up to these trips. So everything was booked. It was just the matter of the date I was going up there. So it was like that was weighing on me. Then it's like, well, damn, I can't even walk.
Yeah.
I can barely talk.
Yeah.
I'm ugly as hell right now. Like,
Was
so-
you?
But
Was
it's like
you?
it was a lot of stuff that was it was weighing me down. But my old boy and my mom, my sister, they all helped get me through that. And it was like that was perseverance right there. And then once I started walking, and I started walking as fast as I did start walking, it clicked. And my old boy and another thing, this is why I always think my old boy, he had a timer. All right, nigga. We were still in March. He was like, you got to the summer. You got 3 months. If you could get back somewhat to yourself in 3 months, you'll be good for the season. So every day it was like, all right, shit, I got 3 months. Till it was 2 months. Shit, all right, I got 2 months. 1 month. All right, bet 1 month. I go to the doctor. They do an x-ray. They make sure all of the stuff in my head was good. I mean, shit, we gonna clear you. The next day, I went on the tour. Mind you, they didn't clear me to do any. They cleared me to start back. Like they cleared me to do therapy. They didn't clear me to go out and start having a full 7 on.
Yeah.
But I was like, shit, man, fuck that nigga. Like, y'all give me some cleats, I'm out there.
And that shit
And
was
that's when
scaring me,
that's when
bro.
we went on
'cause it's
the,
like-
We went on the
and you was
college
playing
tour.
safety, man.
Yeah,
going
that
crazy.
was-
Swear. Stupid.
Like, and that was I literally had the night we left. I had got cleared the day before that same day. Like I literally came back. And mind you, I was supposed to just be watching, but I love the game so much though. Like,
I remember we asking around Georgia camp. Hey, y'all got some cleats on my dog?
Yeah.
Hey, this
'cause
J7, you giving us some
I ain't
cleats?
come with nothing. I ain't come with nothing but clothes. I ain't come with no cleats. Cause I remember, and the only thing that made me even really play was like, we about to leave. Coach Quay like, JV, you want to play? I'm like, nah, Coach, I don't know if I should play. But I just hate feeling like I'm bucking.
Yeah.
Or like I'm scared or I just
missing out on some work.
So I'm like, man, fuck it, I'm going in.
Yeah.
Like, if y'all can give me some cleats, I'm going to play.
And that was crazy. That was
You know
crazy to see. I want you to go back a little bit. We're going to rewind a little bit. Your sophomore year at Norland, that's when you, like we said, you had your breakout year. And then that's when you kind of started receiving all the accolades, all the attention.
Right.
From these colleges, from just Miami-Dade in general, you started receiving respect. So just talk to me about receiving your first college offer and then just now your name holds weight in Miami now. It's like, now I'm Javin Simpkins. Now, that's Javin Simpkins, number 7. From, a lot of people didn't really know your name. They just knew you was number 7 from Norland.
Yeah, that's really, it was not always
like,
number 7.
Oh, you 7 Norland? Oh, yeah, I know 7. But it's like, talk to me about gaining that respect, gaining those offers, how you felt, just gaining more confidence as you was playing, and just gaining more, you feel me, like I said, respect.
So even with offers, my 10th grade year, I wasn't I was having so much fun because, again, that was the COVID year. The regular season, we wasn't really like, we beat Carol City, and then we lost like 3 games. We lost Killian, Booker T, I forgot who else. Edison.
Yeah.
So we lost. So the season wasn't really good, but I was having a good season.
Yeah.
So our record ain't look good, but my stats was amazing.
Nah, you were going crazy.
So I was having a lot of fun, but I wasn't like thinking about college.
Yeah.
Like I was just having fun. Like it was just football until like I remember this day like it was yesterday. This was around the time I was getting hit up from a lot of Central coaches. Like they was following me on Twitter, they was calling my phone on Instagram, all that. And I remember I seen a follow, and it sounded like it was Coach K2. It sounded like a Central nigga, but I ain't never clicked the notification. I was like, that sound like a Central dude. And then I remember it was crazy because how it happened. Like lunch came, and I went into a classroom, and like everybody, like I was in there for like it was a whole bunch of people in there for a little bit, and then out of nowhere everybody left, and I'm just sitting in there by myself. I'm like, let me see what this is. So I clicked the notification, and it's the receiver coach at Georgia Tech. Mm-hmm. What the fuck? So I'm looking like, it's a like, what the, like what? I ain't know what to do. So I'm like, what the? I ain't never been in this. Like nobody in my family really even, you know what I'm saying, been through this before.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know who to call. Yeah. My dad, damn, so I ain't been through this. So I don't know what to say. So I follow him back, and people start coming. I'm like, yo, a college coach just followed me. What I do? Do I text him? Do I wait? I mean, he followed me like 2 hours ago. Is it too late? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do I do? So I say, man, fuck, I'm going to Coach Bird. Coach Bird like, hey. So I'm walking up to Coach Bird like, hey, coach. He like, hey, good news, boss. Georgia Tech offer. I said, you bullshit. He said, yeah. I mean, Coach K2, that he should have followed you on Twitter a little minute ago, but he offered you. And I lost it. I ain't even like freak out. It was just like a. Like this, you know what I'm saying? And then like I started getting a lot of attention from like Rival 247, and like it just started going up from there.
Yeah, definitely. And you was one of them guys that early on, because I know it's a lot of different ways to get to where you want to go. So
right.
If you want to, it's different ways that you earn your stars, different ways you show it on the field with your film. Sometimes you go to camps, you be the camp guy. You was one of them guys where you didn't get your offers off of going to camps. Nah. You got it off of your production on the field.
And it was crazy because it was like I missed out on all the camps. Like it was like I was like I ain't gonna like. Do I have to go to that? I'm not gonna go. Like it was a Rivals camp I didn't go to. The All-American game my All-American camp I couldn't go to. It was too far. Yeah. And, it was a few camps down here that I just didn't go to. Yeah, and
but you started going to them later.
Like later, my first camp I went to was in the summer. But by that time I was already a 4-star. I was already I had like 10 offers at the time. Yeah. But it was like I wasn't going to none of those camps, so everything was off my film at that time. 100%. And it was like even with going to the Under Armour camp that I missed, it was like the dude invited me. I didn't make it. I didn't even say nothing. He was there when I got the invite on the phone. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like
I got it on video.
He called. Like he told me, he was like, "Why you ain't make it?" I told him why I ain't make it. He was like, "Call me ASAP." Oh shit. So I call him. He's like, "Hey man, looking at your film, man, you one of the best backs in the nation. I can see it now. I'm gonna just invite you now. You ain't gotta come to the camp." Fuck you. What you mean, boss? You invite me now? Well, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It was like that time. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, being the Under Armour, shout out to Tyu Jones-Bell. Watching him go go to the Under Armour game. It was always a dream, but it was a dream. It wasn't a dream I thought I would achieve.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It never clicked in my head like I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
Because he went to that. That was my 9th grade year, so he went to that the year before me, and it was like it never clicked that. Okay, I'm gonna get this invite.
Yeah.
It just happened. Like
surreal. Yeah.
I never like, and I was just talking to my dad about 2 weeks ago about this. Like I never saw myself in this position. Like
That's crazy.
I never expected me to be getting offers. I didn't look at the game like that at the time.
Yeah.
Like again, my 10th grade year, I was just having fun.
Yeah.
I was with the guys having fun. Shit, we getting blown out. Not gonna lie, it don't sound good, but shit, we getting blown out, and I'm on the bench like, well, defense finna get scored on again. Hey, Dion, what you finna do, family? You going back in? Shit, I ain't going back in, but them boys killing me out there. O-line, they ain't doing their job, but man, I ain't going back out there. You got it. Hey, Vontae, what you want to do, fam? You in there? Say less, my boy. Like, we chilling. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like, that wasn't my goal. Like, that wasn't what I saw to be. But when it started happening, I'm like, oh, shit. Okay, I got offer from here. Oh, shit. Okay. I got offer from here. Okay. I had 3, and then I got ranked the 4-star.
Mm-hmm.
And the crazy thing is, shout out to Coach Chuck again. I had worked out with him that day I got my stars, and he was talking about it.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy how all these things be happening to me. It's like, he was talking about it. He was like, you ranked yet? Like, nah, I don't think I'm going to get ranked. And if I do, Dion always told me I'd be a 3-star because I committed to Georgia Tech. So I'd probably be a 3-star, but I don't think I'm going to get ranked. I worked out with him. You was there, too. We was in the sand pit.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We was in the sand pit. I come home. I take a shower. And I just happened to check my Twitter, and a Georgia Tech fan, like, quoted a tweet. It was like, running back Javin Simpkins has been ranked the 4-star, number 6 in the nation. I'm fresh out the shower. I'm not even like wet. I'm still wet. Like towel. Just put my towel on. I seen that, and I just started like I could call my old boy. I'm running around the crib. Hey, daddy, I'm a 4-star. I'm a 4-star. Towel done fell. Nuts. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I was so like it was. I didn't see that happening either. Like.
Yeah.
So and then how high I got ranked, I definitely ain't expect
But that was strictly off of you being a sophomore.
Yes.
And you produced you produced. You had over 1,000 yards all purpose. I don't remember how many touchdowns you had.
I had 10.
10 touchdowns. But these guys, high school guys, these colleges, they offer you guys off potential. Like
Right.
they want to see potentially what you can do for them. So it's like for you as a sophomore, you show so much potential, rushing for over 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. As a sophomore in Miami-Dade County, playing against some of the best talent down here, it's like, oh yeah, he one of them guys, and you proved that at a young age. So it's like seeing that was special to be a part of that journey. But I definitely want to get into you and you guys as far as at Miami Northern, for a guy that's any young guys that's thinking about going to a school like a Miami Northern that's not, or not even Miami Northern now, because Miami Northern now is on a big stage.
Yes, sir.
But a school now that isn't that popular. So like yourself coming from a Carol City, y'all was a powerhouse when you was there, and then you transferred, and then you come into a school like Northern. It's like, no.
The thing I can say is always the bigger school is not always the best option. You know what I'm saying? Like it might not. It may sound like you ducking from competition, but it's not even that. It's putting yourself on a
in better
platform.
positions.
Yeah, a platform to show your ability.
100%.
Because you could be on the best team in the nation, but you blending in because you with all the top guys. You know what I'm saying? Like you not really showing your abilities. You know what I'm saying? So
You there for
like,
free reigns, bro.
yeah, like you on the team, but you on the team winning, but you not helping yourself. Like y'all could go 12-0, but you don't get no offers. We could go 0 for 12, and I get 22 offers because I'm on the field. I'm showing like. I talked to a lot of college coaches. I never heard one college coach ever say, well, what was your record?
Yeah, they
Like,
don't care about that.
They don't care, like, how did you do? They
What's
care
your
about your stats.
personality?
Like, yeah, your personality, your grades, of course grades, but it's like they don't offer off the team, they offer off you.
And your character. 100%.
And your character. You know what I'm saying? So it's like coming to Norland, okay, I can admit, like when I came here, we wasn't the best team. Like, that's facts.
Yeah.
But I was able to showcase what I could do on the field.
100%.
And that's going to get me to somewhere where I want to be now. You know what I'm saying? And whereas what people like going to powerhouses like Central and they don't get in, but they win in the ring, but they ain't getting in the game. So ain't no coach finna be like, yeah, we finna get him because he on Central team. It don't work like that.
Got no film, no nothing.
No film, no nothing. You just there for the ring, huh?
And that's another thing, another reason why I didn't want to leave, because I could have easily went to Central and we could have easily I could easily won the ring with them boys.
Mhm.
It's like, but I want to get it out the mud. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
for
it's
sure.
harder to get. It's harder. It would have been harder to win from my situation.
100%. And then you was the guy. Norland went as Javin went. So it's like it's definitely a good feeling to say that you was one of them guys, just like a Duke Johnson. He had a chance to go everywhere. He chose to stay at Norland
Right.
and create his own legacy. So we kind of you guys have similarities when it comes to that. When it comes to loyalty and wanting to stick it out. With you, JayRxch, I want to switch it up. Give these guys some insight as far as you said you dropped your first album. Tell these guys how much work it goes into putting into creating an album, creating songs, and just being a artist. Like guys that want to do this rapping thing. Like what does that look like?
I ain't gonna lie, it take a lot of time, patience, and consistency. And money, man, for real. Like I ain't gonna lie, when I first started rapping, I ain't think I need like all the things I just named. I'm thinking I'm just finna go in the studio and make a song, and it don't work like that.
Yeah.
It take a lot of time and patience, especially days where you feel me, you can't even think of nothing to write.
Yeah.
Like I done had a whole bunch of days. I'm trying to write a new song. I done caught writer's block, all type of shit. Like, you feel me? It just, and then it's like the timing is like, I ain't gonna lie, I could go on and on about that.
Yeah.
But you feel me? Even being patient is like, I ain't gonna lie, I used to always do stuff like, I used to listen to a lot of, I said this in my last interview, I used to listen to a lot of artists like Reese Mono, CP3, FOB Pook, all them type of artists, and I used to be like, dang, I want to make a song with them boys.
Yeah.
And I was a shorty, so it's like listening to, you feel me, these type of artists, I'm like, dang, I want to make a song with them boys. I want to get bigger. I want to do that. I want a song with Major 9.
Yeah.
You feel me? And now I'm noticed by all of them boys. I made a song with Reese Mono. I made a song with Touch Money Flip. I'm with Touch Money. You feel me? It's like, a lot of that stuff is like, I just had to be patient with it. It always came with patience. Patience was the key.
Yeah,
You feel me?
100%. And then not giving up, like
Yeah.
persistency, like
I ain't gonna lie, it was hella times where I wanted to get that shit up. Hella times people telling me, yo, and Dev told me that the other day, he was just like, I'm proud of you. He told me he proud of me because like
Facts.
I kept that shit going. Niggas would tell me, yo, you don't need to do that shit. Yo, you suck. Yo, you feel me? I just kept that shit going. I ain't gonna lie, I stopped at a point too. So it's like, you feel me? I said, nah, I ain't gonna stop and keep going. You feel me?
Definitely can't give up.
yeah,
After I
definitely.
kept going, I kept being consistent with it. I started getting more people to notice me. I started getting more fans. I started getting more plays. Like, people started fucking with me. But then at that point, I was making a whole bunch of progress. But then people kept telling me, you need visuals.
Yeah,
They got to see who they listening to.
yeah, fact.
Yeah, I dropped one of my first music video was the Gangsta Party, but I wasn't really smelling that video.
Yeah,
I wasn't really smelling it. My second video I did to Ready Go. That's one of my biggest songs right now.
I mess with that Ready Go. That been turn me up. Yeah.
That's one of my biggest songs right now. So you feel me? After I dropped, I got another visual coming too. I'm gonna drop it that Friday. It's called Used To.
Yes, sir.
Pool party. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, we got T. But
Y'all gonna see me quake in the pool.
got them all on the GoPro. But nah, I just and my other biggest thing to do was being consistent. I ain't gonna lie, I was one of those artists, I'll drop a song and I ain't gonna drop another one till like 2 months later. And that's really what fucked me up too. So now it's just like, I gotta stay consistent. I can't just drop one good song, one good album. I gotta keep that shit going, keep that shit consistent.
100%.
You feel me? And that's what artists like FOB Pook, I was just talking to him the other day. He told me that was my biggest problem too.
Yeah.
He kept it 100 with me. The one thing I fuck with Pook gonna keep it true with you. Pook gonna keep it 100. He told me, he said, yo, your biggest thing right now, shit, you gotta be consistent.
Yeah.
You feel me? He told me, hey, right now you probably the biggest artist at Norland since me. You feel me? Iceberg told me. Huh?
Pook went in Norland?
Yeah, Pook went to
you know
Norland.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought he was a city guy.
Nah, he went to Norland.
Damn.
Pook told
I
me.
ain't know that for a while
Yeah.
either, though. I ain't know that for a while either.
Berg told me I'm the best artist at Norland since him.
Hey,
You feel
Bird,
me?
I knew Bird with the Norland. Yeah, we used to claim
Yeah.
Bird. Yes, sir.
Nah, we still do claim my boy.
Shout out Bird.
Me and Berg making a song too.
Ooh, that's major. That
Me and
boy.
Berg making a song called Pass the Torch.
That's major.
You
That
feel
boy.
me? So this shit rolling. You feel
Picking
me?
up, boy.
Same niggas used to laugh. Same niggas used to you suck. You should stop.
Boy,
Same
fans,
niggas
huh?
hitting my phone.
Yeah.
Them same niggas trying to make songs with me.
And that's just in any genre, anything you want to do. If you want to do anything, you got to take over your city first. So being a rapper, you got to take over your city. You gotta collab with some of the guys. Doing this podcast thing, I gotta take over my city first. I gotta touch the guys that's in Miami first, and then spread from there.
Yeah, I like what you're doing too. Cause
I appreciate it.
That's what I was saying too. You gotta be patient. It's steps. You can't just jump from doing a song with JayRxch to doing a song with fucking Yo Gotti. You gotta,
It's levels.
it's levels to
It's
this
levels.
shit. And I had to realize that too. Like, I gotta start small, then go big. You
And
feel
then
me?
you still getting better with your craft, because it's like a person like myself. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm a music head, but I try to, decipher different things, just verses and choruses and all that. So it's like you're getting better
Yeah.
each song you put out. So it's like you could tell the little things with your cadences and everything. So it's definitely in any field. Like, I'm gonna get better at this. You're gonna get better at that. It's just naturally over time you're gonna work.
And that's one reason why I love my guys too. Dev, Javin, Speedo, all them boys. Before I drop a song, them boys in the studio with me while I'm making that song. I'm like, y'all boys smelling this? They gonna keep it real with a nigga every time. Hey, Dev gonna keep it real with a nigga every time.
I can't have him out here.
Okay, Dev will tell me.
Embarrassing the game.
Yeah, I can't have him out here.
Dev will tell me, nah, I ain't smelling that verse, Rich. I say, let me get that back.
Yeah.
But he'll be like, hey, this shit the one. And I'll be like, that shit the one. He'll say, that shit the one.
Yeah, man. that goes back to having the right group
people
of
around
people.
you.
Yeah.
It's about, like, for myself, it's called accountability partners. So you got somebody that's gonna hold you accountable. Like, they know the level that you can produce at. So it's like, if you're not producing at that level, no, we're gonna tell you about that. So it's like it's very important for everybody to have, accountability partners. Somebody that they can literally call and they're not gonna sugarcoat nothing. They're gonna let you know when you wrong. Like, hey, nah, buddy, you tripping right now. You out of bounds right now. You got something that you want to do, I'm gonna try to keep you on that line. You feel me? So I feel like if you don't have that, like, that's something where you need to try to figure out, like, who is gonna be my accountability partner? Who can I lean on? Who can I trust? You feel me? And I think that's very, very important for young black kids and young black athletes for sure. Switching up, man, I want to get y'all takes on some things, man.
Let's talk.
Let's talk for real, man. We trying to get y'all takes. So let's. I'm gonna give y'all a question as far as. I'm going to give y'all a guy, and then y'all tell me if y'all think that he's better than the rest, or if you... So basically, I'm going to give you a guy, you're going to say,
Yikes.
I prefer him or I prefer him.
Okay.
So first, we're going to start... I'm going to try to stay in y'all era, in y'all era. So we're going to go quarterbacks, Miami-Dade quarterbacks. So first, we're going to start off... We're going to put... The one quarterback we're going to compare to everybody else right now is going to be Lights Out. So right
Lights
now,
out over everybody.
Lights out of everybody.
Nah.
I can't fully agree with that statement.
All right, so let's go real quick. We got Lights Out and we got Tiger. Lights Out and Tiger. Lights Out and Tiger.
You can't argue. You got Lights Out.
Lights Out.
Yes, sir.
Lights Out.
Nah,
Lights Out.
Tiger.
I ain't gonna
You
lie.
gotta control the game.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be real. Both of we played
card,
with both of them guys. You feel me? We played with both of them guys at their high. Like, I ain't gonna say at their highest levels.
I done
but
seen Tiger do some amazing things.
Tiger throw it left.
But we ain't see Lights do nothing amazing.
Nah,
either.
Lights is like that, sir.
What are we talking about?
I mean,
I ain't saying Tiger ain't like that.
Yeah, you got your preference. You got it.
The way I look at it, Lights Out is more of a general.
Field general.
They both did, but like even playing against Lights, I'm talking about on defense, just the way that he controlled the game.
Yeah,
he could control the game. He could speed the game up, like, and that's me playing against.
Yeah.
Even this, I played. That was this year. So
Yeah.
it's not like I'm talking about from.
No, for sure.
yeah.
It's like I'm like, oh shit, he checking this out. He checking me. Like, I'm way in the back. I ain't even got no real responsibility. He's still calling stuff out. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like he on top of everything.
Okay, let's go. Lights Out. EJ.
I ain't
Definitely
gonna lie, I
in the
love
question.
EJ. I love EJ. I ain't even gonna do that.
EJ
I
over
love
Lights
EJ.
Out.
I
Hey,
ain't
shout
gonna
out
lie.
EJ, boy.
Who
Shout
you
out
like?
EJ. Me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Lights. I love EJ. I
Yeah.
love Lights though.
Okay.
Like, as far as throwing the ball, I love EJ. As far as everything, y'all know how I feel about EJ, but I feel like as far as arm strength and putting the ball on the dime, Lights Out got it. For me personally.
Yeah, he more polished. Like,
Yeah,
some
he
more
more.
polished.
And then at the same time, he older too though.
Yeah,
so he
yeah,
already
for sure.
know the game.
EJ got 2 more years. Like,
Yeah,
he-
as a short, I ain't gonna lie.
EJ
As a
been in
shorty,
this game for already 3 years though.
I know.
Actually, since the 8th grade, so he going
Yeah.
for 4
Crazy.
years
Just
already.
imagine
Crazy.
12th grade. Yeah, though.
I know, as a
It's gonna be
shorty though,
insane.
like
Crazy.
as a 10th grader, that nigga scary though. Like
Nah,
that-
crazy.
that nigga did some scary
Shit.
shit this year though.
Nah,
Like
crazy. I remember he running the ball and we played Dillard. And one got out the way. Like
Nah,
he
one
like
getting out the
like-
way.
you got that. And you
It's
got
like,
that,
what do
EJ.
you? It's like, what do you do? This man 230, and he's just running at you.
And not scared to run.
Nah,
at
he's
you.
not
even-
even. He running over
He
linebackers.
not
He running over
sliding,
D
he not getting
line.
out of
Shout out
bounds, he
EJ.
running right at you. So it's like,
So-
what else do you do though? Like,
Let's go. Lights out or
Gotta throw CJ.
CJ. Yeah, or CJ. Lights out or CJ.
I really
I
feel
say
like
CJ.
I really
I
feel
mean, I
like
say
Yeah,
like, I say like.
I ain't gonna lie. I really feel like CJ is a younger lights out. I really feel like they kind of.
I say lights out because he more polished. As of right now, he is a more polished quarterback. Like I pick him to go in the lead, the game winning drive.
Okay, yeah.
Rick, who you got?
CJ.
Lights or CJ?
Yeah, CJ.
Ooh, CJ, he gonna go against it.
I gotta.
No, don't be biased.
Hey, you knew he was gonna do that.
That was super biased.
Nah. All right. Let's switch it though. From quarterbacks, let's go running backs. We
Ooh.
not.
No, we got to.
We
though.
not
You gotta
going-
do it,
we got
though.
to
You
though.
gotta do it.
I would say
You
that
gotta
I
do
always
it.
say everybody is better than me. So
Nah,
that's-
I'm not
that's-
gonna put. We're not even gonna make you
Stop
do that.
that
So we
shit.
gonna start because I know one of your favorite running backs from down here is Jamari Ford.
Yes, sir.
So we gonna go Jamari Ford and we gonna put him up against Foe from
Heritage.
American Heritage.
It depends on what
I
you
mean,
like. It depends on
Mark
what you like.
Fletcher.
Yeah, it really depends on the type
'Cause
of
if
guy
you-
you run.
I
the
said,
type of scheme
hey,
you running.
it's pick either or. We got Mark Fletcher or
For offense, I would like. I definitely say Ford though, because
Ford.
he's so diverse. He's super
I can
diverse.
agree.
I can agree with that.
Because
Because
you
I
can
ain't
put
gonna
that boy
lie.
at slot, kick return, receive.
Y'all remember what his brother did us last year?
I don't want to talk
Okay.
about it.
God.
And then that boy
What?
got that dead leg. Oh,
Oh my God.
That was
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta go with Mark though.
Mark.
I gotta
I respect
go with
that,
Mark.
though.
Jamari.
I
Uh-huh.
definitely
Jamari,
got
I
with
mean, me
Jamari, yeah.
personally, yeah, you gotta go against with Mark. Like
You
that
could affect
man
the
is
game.
man. Come on, like
But
come
it-
on.
It's that's what I'm saying. It depends on what you like though.
Yeah, yeah.
because Some people just don't. They want a nigga that's just gonna
Run downhill.
that because but he could also catch that bitch.
Yeah.
He's diverse too though. But that's a hard pick though. It just depends on what you like. Cause I fought with Full too though.
Yeah.
That's
sure,
that's a hard.
Nah, I
pick.
play with
Better
bro
wanna
since a
be
shorty
Bullet
too.
and Mark.
What about Bullet or Mark?
But that's the same. That,
that's the same
back.
So it's
You gotta pick
I gotta go with Mark with that one too.
Mark over Bullet.
Nah, Bullet.
I'll take Bullet. You know I'm taking
got
Bullet.
to.
Gotta take Bullet.
I'm gonna stay out that one.
Oh no, he shot out. Let me see. Let's go receivers. So we gonna take Brandon Ennis or we got JJ.
JJ,
Ooh.
come on, that's no question.
No
What
question.
do you mean?
They
What
both,
you- yo, we can't do that.
they both was
We
number one
can't do
receivers in
that.
their class.
We can't do
That's
that.
no question though.
It is though.
That's a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of is.
How is that a question though?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be real. Like I feel like the only thing JJ really got on
the size.
is the size.
And
His
that's
height.
what makes him better though, cause he got the size, and so he can't do what Brandon do. Yes or no?
I don't know. That's a tough one.
That's it. Yeah, I
Tough.
feel like I feel like Brandon more of an athlete than him too though, cause I feel like
Brandon
Brandon.
can affect the game.
But yeah,
But I'm saying we
Because
gotta
Brandon
remember
ball.
too though. We gotta remember too though. Brandon had to go to quarterback for a nigga. I don't think
Whole
JJ really
half
going
a
to
season.
quarterback.
Yeah.
But I would say personally,
But we talk about receiver.
yeah,
not
as far as
quarterback,
receiver, you know, Brandon Ennis, he's a technician with the routes. Like
Yeah.
And he catch
can run
everything, though.
any route, bro. He is tough. He can play that slot. Like man,
That's
it's,
fact.
it's
JJ
tough,
can
bro.
too,
I
though.
remember him playing for with Tiger and Optimist, and
PPO.
he PPO, and they playing the foreign boys, and he's running the corner route, and the way he tracking
I
the
was
ball,
there
it's
that
like,
game.
I was holding
Bro.
the stick. Oh God, I was holding the stick.
bro, that as a young kid doing that, catching that corner route over your shoulder like that, people not doing that. So it's like he had those receiver skills as a young guy. So as far
And he
as,
always played older too.
and I told people all the
Yeah.
time, the fact that Malachi went to American Heritage, that only benefited him. He got a chance to learn from one of the best route runners in
That's fact.
South Florida
That's
with Brandon Ennis. You feel me? But me personally, I'll take JJ though. That's a freak. That's a once
What
in a
about
generation.
Zay and JoJo?
Come on, stop it.
Zay,
That's not.
JoJo?
That's a
Zay
question.
and JoJo.
Zay from Norland?
Yeah.
I gotta go with JoJo.
Yeah, I got no JoJo. But I
Gotta
mean,
go with JoJo.
Zay is man. He ain't. It ain't no drop off. I'm telling you that.
Nah, it's not no. It's literally
no crazy
that's neck and neck
drop-off.
though. That's a hard one.
But JoJo, as far as athleticism, it's just something you just can't teach.
Can't teach.
He jumping out the gym. Just as far as his ability to focus, lock in on the ball is different. Definitely different. But Zay led Dade County in receiving yards last year. Every team we went up against, he taking their best corner.
I didn't even know that.
Facts.
I ain't know that either.
He
I
led
didn't even know that.
Zay, first team all county last year. Don't play with Zay now. Stop playing.
Yes, sir.
Definitely one of the best. And he got converted from a quarterback. He played quarterback and optimist, and then
Nah, I know that for sure.
Nah, you feel me?
They was trying not to put me at quarterback. Shit got hectic. Put Zay back there.
Nah, all right. Let's go.
Chill with that, though.
Let's go. Offensive coordinators. We got Ro Okoye.
Yeah, bro.
I love Ro.
We're not gonna disrespect Quay like that.
It's no disrespect. It's just like that.
You feel I love
Yeah, I
Ro.
gotta pick Quay. Coach Quay.
Coach Crazy.
I feel like you lazy.
Hey, what about
That's the guy.
what about Coach AJ from Central or Coach Ro? Those are two of the best offensive coordinators down here.
I can't really speak on that.
You don't know Coach AJ like that?
I don't know him like
Yeah,
that.
I gotta get
Yeah,
to
I
know
don't
AJ.
really.
You
Yeah,
give
I
him
gotta
his
get to know
praises though,
AJ.
Coach AJ.
yeah.
All right, since y'all are young, I want y'all to tell me about what greats that y'all know that came before y'all. Like, just give me some names from Miami. Just
Overall.
Overall,
like,
great.
give us a position though. I feel like that'll make it easier.
Yeah.
that make it easy. All right,
Yeah,
let's
give
go
us a
down the list.
position.
Quarterbacks. What's
Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy? You got
Teddy
Teddy.
Bridgewater for sure.
who else?
Shit, Trayon Gray.
Chalk.
Chalk. Okay, I
Mark.
played with Chalk. He came on my year.
Hell
He
yeah.
killed us. Oh my God, he
Hey,
killed us.
tough.
Boy.
Marshall
Buckshot.
that played as
Crazy how you went back to running back.
Well, he was
Yeah.
he had 12 for Central.
What his name?
Marshall.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. For
Shit,
sure.
Buckshot.
You talking
White quarterback from CC.
about-
nigga was
Buckshot
gangsta.
was. Well, I mean, he came
Hey.
out. Man, yes sir.
Bro,
Buckshot.
gangster
boy.
though.
Nah, for
Gang.
sure. You got guys like Ja'Cory Harris though. You got
Oh, yeah.
Quentin Flowers. You got Treon Harris. You got Ethnic Sands. Just a bunch
Ethnic
of.
Sense was
He was.
You
a
know
different-
about Ethnic.
J-Boy?
J-Boy.
J-Boy was a
Demon.
different breed
Hey,
though.
he
He
was
was
a-
a demon.
Hey, shout out to J-Boy. Let me tell my.
that's my
Let me
guy.
tell my J-Boy story real quick,
Yeah,
man.
please.
One day we was at
Let me see his highlights.
no, listen, we was at Central and the West game the first year that I was coaching at Northern, and I was at a tailgate outside, me and my homeboys from Carol City, and we was over there talking about, I'm a young nigga. Everybody see me like, okay, I'm over here hanging out with the old heads. They like, oh, you don't know about Miami-Dade quarterbacks? I'm like, I do know about Miami-Dade quarterbacks. I'm like, man, I bet y'all don't know about this Ethnic Sands. They like, Ethnic Sands? You know who Ethnic Sands is? He like, man, I know. I'm like, I know Ethnic Sands. Do you know Ethnic Sands? Man, he was sitting right next to me. Yeah, man, I was so embarrassed. Bro. I was like, oh man, bro.
You
But
probably
then
looking at
again-
your head like this nigga.
But then again, it's like, you feel me? From there, me and him began to talk, and he's a dope person, bro. One of the
practice.
But I remember, he come to Northern practice, him and Cam Harris, him training him out there, and me and him just sitting there talking for hours, bro. That's just about anything, bro. He one of the coolest people I ever met in my life, you feel me? And to this day, like, he always wanted to, even if he wasn't that coaching at Northern, he wanted to come by and help, develop EJ in any way that he could, just as far as, because he always, his thing was he wanted Miami Gardens talent to stay in Miami Gardens. He always said that if all the kids that played in these Miami Gardens schools, and these Miami Gardens Optimist programs stayed in Miami Gardens, then Miami Gardens would be great. Not saying necessarily it's Carol City. It could be Norland or Carol City. It's just he want the kids that played in Miami Gardens to stay in Miami Gardens. And I feel him on
I
that.
agree too.
Yeah.
I feel him on that. But no, shout out to Ethnic though. That's that guy. Back-to-back
boy-
state
I
champion
I
at
still
Carol
watch
City.
his highlight tape.
Man, he was
That's
Like that
dangerous.
game for real.
Oh God, he was.
Gaming ain't the word.
Right,
That
coach.
shit.
And it's like when I met him, I didn't like. I used to hear like he was a Carol City legend until I was like, man, that nigga, I'll lie, whatever.
F-
I was an optimist. He used to be my OC in optimist.
But it was like I watched it my 9th grade year. And I watched it. I forgot why I watched it. I watched it over and over that.
Nah, he was.
Because it was
guy.
hard. Like,
He was
it's
that
cool
guy.
12 minutes. It was a cool 12 minutes. Like on YouTube. Just search that boy name and I was like, yo, this nigga was live for real.
Definitely. Hey, but before we get up out of here, definitely, man, I promise y'all some bars. Got my dog JayRxch in his
sir.
bitch.
Yeah,
So,
let me hear him.
you gotta get right with the boys one time. You feel me?
Let me
We
put my headphones all over you.
AJ Rich, we on you. You feel me? Hey, I just want to I don't want to, make no pressure on them, but you are the first rapper to come through Daily Deposit. So it's like from here, you setting the tone as far as what everybody else got to do when they come up here. So I ain't setting no pressure, but it's on you, my guy.
Let's see.
Let's go.
I be on my grind every day because I'm trying to make a way, and they told me I have faith for it.
Yeah.
Think about my brother, how he died bringing tears in my eyes, and somebody got to pay for it.
What?
I know some niggas about that action that never do no capping there. I be for a skateboard. Shit. All I spit is super flames. Everybody know my name. You think I got a flamethrower. See, my homie shoot a 3, but he was really in the streets, and they took him out the game for it. But that's enough of that. My name Rich. When I spin it, I'ma get it back. I see the sack, I get it moving like a quarterback. Fat boy, I'm my cheese like a double stack. She love a nigga, made a lead, but she bumming back.
Yes, sir.
And I be speaking real shit. Might as well just write a Bible. Niggas tell me they're a rider, but they never fit the title. Got some people going long, catching bullets like they tell you. Stay straight to your lane for you rest and go to try. You got some people that be really down the blue. They say spin again, now they really trying to scope. From the bottom of the map, so I ain't never seen snow. I never trust a bitch because all they do is let her flow.
Yes, sir. Hey, yes, sir. And y'all know how we coming, man. Daily Deposits, man. My dog JayRxch just blessed the mic one time. Hey, any other rapper that want to come up here, man, you know what you got to do, man. You ain't just coming up here for free, man. We ain't just talking. You got to spit something for a nigga. You feel me? So, hey, man, definitely appreciate y'all boys stopping through. This was a quick little interview, man. Definitely wanted to get my boy Javin before he go off. Oh, hey, before we leave, I definitely want you to get into talking about signing at Coastal Carolina, how you made that decision. I don't want to leave without us documenting you and you making that decision. That was big. You were the highest signee in program history. Coastal Carolina has been around for a long time. They never got a player as highly ranked as you to commit to that school. Tell me about making that decision before we get up out of here.
So for me, it was like the way they came in. You know what I'm saying? It was like I was talking to a lot of schools, but I was really going through some stuff. I was going through another stump, and I was like, I wasn't even thinking about playing ball at a point. So it was like a lot of stuff fell off of me because I was like, I'm done with ball. Like I was gonna make the All-American game my last game. I was just gonna, you know what I'm saying? But I had talked to one of my dogs, and it was like, okay, like, I'm gonna get back into it, but shit, I don't got no like.
Shout out Speedo.
You know what I'm saying? Then I had started talking to a few coaches, and then school started rolling back in a little bit. But then Coastal came in, and the coach, he had just got the job at Coastal, but he was recruiting me at 2 other schools before that.
Yeah.
Like he offered me at West Virginia. He came back. I'm talking about. I remember this day. I'm in the office talking to like at the same time as Arkansas, Georgia Tech, Louisville, UCF, and then he was at USF, and he was just in the cut because like at the time, and he was like, I ain't got no shot.
Yeah.
And you got all these big schools, you ain't really got no shot. But he ended up offering me, like, man, I need you though. I need you here, but I don't know. Yeah, USM, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then he came in, he like, bruh, this the program I need you at, like, and it's like we always talk. This is not like he went to another job and just forgot about it. We always had a good relationship. So the relationship I had with him, and I already knew what he was gonna do, like how he was gonna use me and stuff like that. So it just made it easier. And then like I went up there on a visit, and I was like, yeah, I'm locking in.
Yeah, I seen Zay just went up there too, man.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Coastal Carolina. Hey, y'all gonna see my face too then. Y'all up there, I gotta catch a game. But definitely, man, I definitely want to thank you guys for stopping by, man. My boy JayRxch, my boy Javin, my boy Deverick, man. My guys, man. We Daily Deposits this episode 5, season 1. Man, definitely my boy JayRxch was the first rapper come through. Blessed him out, like I said. Any other rapper want to come through?
I ain't gonna lie, like for Javin, like with me, I ain't gonna lie. When he started rolling in with them offers, you feel me, getting big as he is, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It made me feel different, cause it's like, bro, I watched you from 4 years old. Every single year I've been with you. Every single year, every single team, you feel me. We've been close like that since we were 4 years old.
The only time we didn't play together was our 10th grade.
Yeah.
That's the only
and
time
that's when y'all played against each other.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I watched this man work for all of that. 100%. You feel me? Bro used to run from the crib to practice.
God damn, man.
You gotta I see the work.
Boy used to make that way run.
He worked for us, so that shit, like, I ain't gonna lie, he made me proud.
Nah, for sure. And I see y'all boys being kind of like a Lamar Jackson and a Kodak. You know how they came up together. Like he was gaining his success. Lamar was gaining success while Kodak was gaining success too, and they kind of made it together. So y'all been so close how y'all been. Y'all definitely got to keep that like I said, accountability group. Make sure y'all looking out to each other and make sure that we ain't on nothing crazy. You feel me?
Nah.
And And y'all staying safe out there. Y'all know, man. Coach love you, and I know how y'all feel about me. So it's nothing. You already know. But for sure, man, definitely want to sign out of Daily Deposits. We out of here. Appreciate y'all boys for sticking through. Y'all come mess with us.
Touch Money, the label.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.